Hello and welcome to my YouTube video. In this video, we are going to explore knowledge and managing change and how to do things differently in the future. The video is split into various short parts. In part 1, we will learn about theories and practical of strategic change and change management. Part 2 will be about the applicability of organizational change practice in different circumstances, environments, and contexts. Part 3 will explore the applications of models of change to a range of complex and challenging contexts. Part 4 will focus on the interaction between change, creativity, and innovation. In Part 5, we will learn about the model form of power and resistance in strategic change practice. The last part will cover case of successful and unsuccessful change and the reason for success or failures. I will not take more than 10 minutes of your time. We say that change is the only constant in life, meaning that we always need to expect, anticipate, accept, and prepare for change. Change occurs at a personal level as well as organizational level. For an organizational change, there are three key theories or models for change. Cat Lewin's three-step change model starts with unfreezing from the current status, transitioning to the desired status, and refreezing the new status by making it the new order of business. The second model is McKinsey's seven-step model. The model identifies seven components that collectively as a unit. The model begins with shared value in organization, a strategy which is a plan created to attain certain goals, and a structure that identifies the stage through which decisions flow in the organization. The fourth is its system, referring to the technical requirement for a task to be done in the organization. The style referring to leadership approach to lead a change, and staff requirement include work capabilities. The last is the skill requirement. The third model is Kurto eight-step change model. In this model, we begin with creating a sense of urgency, building a dedicated team to lead change, creating a vision for the organization, and communicating the need for change. The other steps are engaged to empower staff, create short-term goal, learning from change and staying persistent and making the change permanent. I would like to indicate that each of theory or model apply to different circumstances in the organization. No one model fits all circumstances. We change for different reasons, including a desire for new things, coping with problems in the current state, or seeking growth. This creates different types of change, including incremental, discontinuous, disruptive, reactive, and anticipatory change. The factors that force change are both internal or and external factors. The context of organizational may include deal, dealing with a slump in sales, dealing a disruptive technology in the market, cutting costs by introducing technology or enhancing, among many others, similar changes. The context of change can also be internal or external. Consider the case of a local tax company at the onset of hailing apps. The company began by protesting the introduction of apps in the country, then realized the apps are here to stay. Then it must unfree from the traditional tax model, transition to the use of app by joining a brand such as Uber or creating own apps. then freeze the process once it has settled in the cab hailing app's business model. In the process, the cab service may attract low fares and high costs. This is an example where cab Blue's model is applied. You would apply a different model in different circumstances. We know that change, creativity, and innovation are interlinked. An organization may engage in a change to create an environment for creativity and innovation. Sometimes innovation in the external environment is the cause of organizations' change. Such is the case with disruptive innovation. Creativity then becomes a tool for linking the changing context, the innovation context. It is hard to speak of strategy change without having strategy innovations in the model business environment. You may recall instances in which you were afraid of some change in your personal life. Such is the nature of change. It can be messy and instill fears. These fears creates resistance to change. You will know that the reason for having change management theories and model is to deal with the resistance to change and failure in effecting change. Change fails because the factor like change fatigue, where too many changes are effected without prioritization, change dictation, where management force change on the people, failing to engage relevant stakeholders in the change management process, the failing to properly managing cultures. People that are resisting change may threaten action against the organization, including protests, and they are backed by labor law and labor unions. These model forms of power can be a real factor blocking strategic changes. Then we need to consider about how an organization can affect strategic change apart from the change management models. What the organizations need to do in this engage the stakeholders by asking for their opinions and willing on the indicated change. The person who will affect by the change need to be motivated and accept the change. Additionally, we need to communicate effectively about change management and also involve change management experts. I would like to focus on the case of Nokia as an example of failed change management. The brand was the largest manufacturer of mobile phone until the advent of smartphone which replaced the features phone. Nokia's CEO stated that we did nothing wrong but we still failed. As he announced the failure of Nokia, what Nokia failed to do is study the environment and manage disruptive change. The smartphone was a disruptive technology to Nokia's business, and changing the model was the only way out. Nokia partnered with Microsoft to produce the Lumia service running on Windows Phone OS, but that also failed as well. Today, Nokia is working with Android. This is the series of change management failures which Nokia failed to adapt change at the right time. A company like Apple, on the other hand, adapt change at the right time after a long series of losses. For Apple, change, innovation, and creativity came into play for its success. Change is also about timing. Well, this is the end of video. Thank you for your watch. Thank you very much.